Hey there. So you're considering starting your own podcast? Well, look no further than Lush Studio Podcast MTL. We do it all. Regular podcast studio sessions, all of which come with your own producer. Helps take care of the back end so you could focus on podcasting. We offer solo podcasts as well, where as you can see, we can change your background. You can talk to the camera, maybe do product reviews. It's up to you, really. We also offer services including reel creation, some clip creation if you have a clips channel. We also offer extra editing services, creating intros, logos should you need it. We have a full-scale team ready to assist you today. Le Podcast Studio Montreal.
Consider joining us on Patreon. It's the best way to support what we do. Get early access and exclusive content for the intellectuals. A weekly dose of insanity. The French Cast, some of the best French comedy interviews available. And the Pantelis podcast, the show that started it all. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Join today.
I take you for a ride on the devil's ship. I'll take you for a ride where you sink or swim. Now come with me and let this story begin.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, March the 16th. We're coming at you live from Le Studio Podcasts over here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I'm here with Joshua Shapiro.
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
Who is not in the bathroom and had his first real French comedy experience that we'll get to in a second.
Well, my first real French bomb.
We're not going to call it a bomb. We're not going to call it a bomb. By the way,
I have some admissions that actually go out with this podcast.
Well,
have to do with that set when we get there.
When we get there. Guido Grasso is obviously here with us again. Hello, Guido.
Hello.
Nice shirt.
Yes, thank you. I'm in green. Happy St. Patrick's Week, everybody.
Yes,
Enjoy your Guinness.
You've been drunk for months.
Yes.
We got Jamie Boom Boom Mancini.
What's
Jamie.
up, guys? Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry. I just saved Peter Bowen's life. I found him a family doctor.
Did you get Peter Bowen a doctor?
I'm going to find him a family doctor.
Good. We got to save Peter's life.
No, really, the way this guy moves around, bro, and he needs a dentist too. It's like we got to save this guy's life.
Big hello and good morning to everyone on the Patreon. We got Alex Duval there, Nicola right now, two Nicolas, Celine, Simon, Eva. Okay, well, there's more people logging in. We'll get to you guys in a second. Everyone on YouTube, Jess Sorrell, thank you. Head over to Patreon, patreon.com/Pantelis.
And Nicola's comment actually ties into me doing the set.
Very good. Patreon.com/Pantelis. It is the best way to support what we do. Head over to Patreon. It costs you less than a cup of coffee would for an entire month of all our fabulous podcasts. Okay, so we will, I guess, start the show with shit talking Josh.
Okay, so can I want to share it
Can you
from
put my
my
headphones
perspective.
a little bit higher?
But you had self-awareness there, Josh. Very good.
But I had self-awareness and didn't listen to it. So I get a call from Pantelis. Pantelis says, "Are you working or what are you doing?" And I go, "I'm chilling at home." He goes, "Oh, you're just chilling at home?" And I go, "I have work in half an hour." And he goes, "Oh, that's too bad." I go, "Why?" And he goes, "I was going to ask you to open for me. I'm doing my hour in French to practice for my tour."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Are you ready? Are you okay to do a set in French, even if it's just 5 minutes?" And in my head, my immediate reaction is, I should probably tell him to call Boom Boom.
Oh, hold on a second. I did call Boom Boom, and Boom Boom was honest and said, "I'm not ready yet."
Are you kidding me?
And he is ready.
I thought like he was an actual Frenchman.
Boom Boom told
I
me.
thought I would have been ready for that. Like,
Yeah.
but I thought it was like he's recording. He's getting the actual Frenchman and everything. If it was just like five, I don't know, man. I would have done it for sure, but
You would have been. The problem is I knew in that moment, whenever I have a French set, I take a couple hours to just make sure I'm good with the wording and the segues and the paths or whatever. And right now, I have 30 minutes to figure out to get someone to work for me and show up to the show.
yeah, I got 5 minutes in the back pocket for sure in French.
And then I show up to the show, and normally, you get into the green room, you prepare. Julian Lacroix happened. So that's all we talked about for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got on stage, and first of all, I get on stage, the mic's not on.
Yeah.
It's a wireless mic. I grab it. I try and say hello. Nothing's working. Now I'm looking for the button. I can't find the button.
Nice.
And then it's hidden underneath. And then I click the button and then it doesn't work. And then the woman runs out and then she turns it on for me.
Oh, so much fun.
The worst thing in French is when something like that happens. Like you know, it's weird shit like the fire alarm or someone breaks a glass or like
Well, you
something
have to
fucked
have
up
a-
happens in French. In English, it's easy. You know,
A
you go
line
with
ready,
it.
a line ready. You
Right,
have to have an
French,
improv.
I don't know what the fuck to do. It's just
Exactly.
like le
But your
film.
initial instinct was to negative, was to not do it.
Not do. Oh, my initial instinct was I should probably tell him to call Boom.
All right. Okay. So there. And now you're
But-
unprepared because you're in the Julian Lacroix distraction.
But also, my
No, you
last
can't
couple
blame that as that
No.
just happened.
Well, no, more like no. I'm not blaming Julie. It's just that I didn't focus on what
take
I was
the
doing.
moment.
just blaming Julian
Yeah.
Lacroix.
This guy raped my set.
Yeah, everyone's just blaming him. No.
So, yeah, I just look. The last couple French sets I did went well. You know, I was like, I'm good to go.
When's the last time you did a French set?
I like 3 weeks ago at Bordeaux.
Okay, it's not bad.
But also,
Yeah.
Bordel has better circumstances for any set than the Fondation is a tough room the way they set up anyway. So it was always stacked against you. Plus, you going up and not being super confident in French and
Yeah.
not speaking French also made it harder. But the mic not working, like you had everything stacked against you.
And then when the mic's not working, I hear someone in the crowd go, "Come on, Josh!" Yeah. Oh my god! And I didn't know who it was. And then I just saw Guillermo sitting there disappointed while I was palming.
Wait, Guillermo was there?
Guillermo was there the whole time.
you made eye contact
Hold on a
with
second.
Guillermo from
Guillermo
the
came
Friday,
to watch the French set?
Yes.
Why
I
doesn't
love this
Guillermo
guy.
tell me? I'm going to give Guillermo tickets. I love Guillermo.
We see him every Friday. He's if he's not there, there's something wrong. He
I
showed
love
up,
Guillermo.
He showed up late.
I didn't even know Guillermo speaks French.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, what does he speak? I don't even know what language he speaks.
Listen, brother.
He speaks like the Mayan language.
Yeah.
He only
Yeah,
speaks
so-
the Mayan.
Guillermo looks like
Do you
Guillermo's a
want to
legend.
talk? Because people are they're saying, I hope they talk about Julian Lacroix and JFL. You guys want to talk about that? I'll talk about that.
All right.
I don't mind. Do you understand, Guido, what
yeah, tell me in the nutshell.
in a nutshell, so Julian Lacroix was like one of the, at his peak, he was one of the rising stars. He was set to become like one of the biggest comedians in Quebec.
Okay,
then
and he
was
got
doing
Me
great.
Too'd.
He got Me Too'd, and it wasn't just Me Too'd. That's the thing that people forget. It wasn't, he got Me Too during the Me Too time, but also it's because he had bad behavior. He was rude to people. So there was a lot of stacked up things against him. So when the Me Too, you know how some people, they got Me Too'd and let's say it
And
wasn't
kind
that
of
bad.
bounced back.
Some people are like, hey, it wasn't that. Because
Louis
people still
CK,
like
whatever,
you.
Yeah.
He had made a lot of enemies with other comics, like his peers.
Got it.
So no one tried to save him. Everyone's like, yeah, fuck that guy. So there was no chance of him coming back after like big allegations and stuff like that. It was very difficult. So he tried to rehabilitate himself. He took a few years. Because he couldn't get any work. So he rebuilt his tour himself. He's touring himself. Now, finally, Juste pour rire decided, he's a promising young, everyone deserves a second chance. We're going to sign him. The problem is, Juste pour rire also had a history with Gilbert Rozon.
With Gilbert Rozon, the
of-
president had to step down because of allegations.
Yeah,
Who
more
still
than
had to
step down.
move
He-
out of the fucking country.
Yeah, it
But
was
Julian,
huge.
has Julian been touring? Has he been doing it? Has he been back on the
Yes,
scene?
but by himself, he can get booked at like some major venues. So by himself, he's been building that, right? But like of all the labels and all that could sign him, it was the worst one. The worst one. Like I think he would have received less backlash. Any label, let's say if it was like,
What do you mean the worst one? Like
Because of their history, it's terrible optics. It doesn't look good. Because then people are saying, hold on a second, just for laughs, you said you were changing the way you did things. We had these kind of allegations.
and now you're going back and you
and
hired
now you're bringing someone who had similar.
Yeah.
So it
doesn't.
and this isn't even a debate of what happened. I'm just saying, in the context of comedy and his coworkers, especially the female ones, they're all like, well, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Like
double
this-
standard. You're a bunch of hypocrites.
It's a little bit like Louis C.K. Like he did the whole thing. He was creepy, he got caught. Then he just funded his own comeback.
not
No,
like
it's
slowly
not like that.
apologized.
It's not like Louis C.K. at all.
Louis
You know why?
C.K. was accused of consensual stuff.
Yes,
he
that was weird.
Abusing
Well,
power.
No,
Okay,
but
yes.
what he's
It's
saying is
different.
that he did it all himself. He didn't get
When
anyone
he came
behind
back,
him.
Yeah.
When he the comeback, he did.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about
that's-
the comeback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the comeback, like Louis C.K. he did all himself. The difference, Louis C.K. was easier to come back because Louis C.K. was all personal. Like, I asked, can I jack
Yeah,
off in
yeah,
front of you?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's way different than people saying you forced him
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
Julian
It's way-
could have used that and been like, his whole set could be, whole first 5 minutes of his set could be self-deprecating, how like, I got therapy, I got help, and I'm
Well,
back.
no.
I'm a cool guy or
forget.
something.
But also
Hold on.
apparently-
Just so we.
Yeah,
Yes.
so where is the mess up now?
I'm trying to talk, but you keep jumping in. So, no, he already did that tour. He already talked about that. This tour, apparently, he addresses it a lot. Like the whole hour is about him rehabilitating himself morally, and like he went through. The guy was gonna kill. It went through a lot. Like it's a lot. And he's not. I'm not saying he's the victim. All this. I'm just saying this was supposed to be that type of hour.
It changed his life.
But it doesn't make sense. Even like everyone got mad because of all the labels. There was another one that would have made more sense. Like Juste pour rire was the worst one to partner up because of the history. It looks like basically what it looks like is that Juste pour rire, all the women that were like complaining and they wanted like, I want to feel safe again. This and that. It looks like he told them, the president, to go fuck themselves. That's how everyone took it.
Okay.
I spoke to a lot of like women on the scene to ask, how do you legitimately feel about this? Forget just behind the scenes. How do you feel? And what they said is, look, it's not so much that I want to scream and this and that, but I do feel like they're giving me the finger because we made a big deal about a specific type of person, not offensive joke, none of that, just a specific type of person about how they would make us feel or whatever. And even if they're rehabilitated, we take it as a fuck you because of the historics of the company. So I asked enough women like that are in the scene to add that they were legitimate. There's guys and girls that just complain to complain. That's true. Sure. I understand that. But I spoke to enough people who told me like, look, it bugs me because it feels fucking weird that they're doing this much effort for this guy and we don't feel safe and all that. So, and I don't mean safe like he's going to hit them, just in general, like they don't want to be around and all that stuff. So they felt weird about it. So there was a lot of people I spoke to that were legitimately pissed off and sad by it, legitimately. Not people some people that didn't even post online. Some people posted and said fuck it, some that didn't. Then there's Preach is the funniest because Preach posted a video calling the president of Just for Laughs a bitch repeatedly.
5 times.
5 times. and then Preach is like, look, I'm very sorry to my mom who's gonna have to see this, and I'm sorry to my manager, or my agent who's gonna get it. We have the same agent. So I had a funny thing that I wanted to post. And I call her, and I'm like, oh, was this fucking hilarious? And she's like, she goes, I couldn't get off the phone because of Preach. All the journalists, everyone's fucking calling me. She's like, and I told her what I want, but she goes, if you post that, like, I'm not going to have a weekend.
That's funny.
And I was like, but it's so funny. She's like, it's good, but I'm going to, like, I already have to deal with all this shit. Now, she goes, is it necessary?
But it's also so, like, I also think that it's a really lazy move on Just for Laughs' end because they could book so many different people.
I will explain this to you.
So many different acts. But what
I spoke to the president. I called him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. If you want to hear, I'm gonna.
Yeah. That was funny.
So this happened, and then anyway, so that happened with Preach, and then I had this funny thing because basically what I was gonna post, I wasn't gonna put any names. I was just gonna be like, hey, look, you guys Preach, everyone, they're just being bitches. They don't understand business. All right, because back in the day, yeah, sure. The women were unhappy. They were a little scared. Some things happened. But the company was making money. Right now, they're not making that much money. We're trying an old formula that used to work.
I was gonna say, so you said that joke a little bit more dark at Secret Show, and it was fucking like. Yeah. Honestly,
now it's because I'm trying to make sure we stay monetized.
Yeah, that was so funny. The other thing I'll say is like power to the people, man. We're noticing that like, Preach does have a voice, like comics have a voice. What you did for me last week, like we'll talk about that later if you want to. But
what did you do?
We don't have to mention that.
All right.
We don't have to mention that. If you're smart, you're not going to mention that.
You just left him hanging 3 times.
Oh, I didn't see it.
On camera.
Okay. So listen.
Hold on. No, but my
Just
point is power to the people.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. So now it brings up another question. So anyways, so long story short, I don't want to get into too many details, but I called, I spoke to the president just to see what the fuck's going on. And he explained to me that, because where they fucked up is that they didn't do a press conference. Because I told him how it looks. And then he goes, we've been talking, it wasn't like a last minute thing. It's been a year. And the reason why we thought it was good is because he explained to us what this whole thing is. And it's kind of like an apology, I fucked up type of thing for
and everyone likes a comeback story.
And they were giving proceeds to these women. Like, so he thought it would be like a good rehabilitation thing. And then I go, yeah, but no one knows that because the newspaper just announced that you signed him.
Yeah.
There's all it looks like is this guy's going to make us money. We don't give a fuck what anyone feels.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like, the optics.
Yeah.
So I was explaining, and he was trying to explain how they saw it.
But how did they not know?
See that?
It would
Here's
look
the other
like that?
problem. So he asked a lot of people around, like over there that work. You need to ask people that don't work with you because
you're gonna get yes men.
You're gonna get yes men. People are like, that seems like a good
Or
idea.
people that are in the scene, people that are still.
You have to ask. And the other thing is, you should ask a lot, and this is the truth. You have to ask a lot of women who are working, who don't work directly for you, who work in the industry to see how, because they're the ones who mostly, You know, even if me and Pre, or it doesn't matter who says anything. At the end of the day, women are they're the ones who are gonna get really pissed off. Even Suzuku did a great joke. Yes, that was so funny.
What'd they do?
Basically, it's just for laughs. The day after, they we're sorry, we misread, we misunderstood, we dropped him. They said. So Suzuku made a funny thing because they had made for this young kid. He's a very funny kid. Does radio too. He's a comic. They had done a thing about how good of how shitty of a chef he is. And they posted a video, and then the next day go, sorry, we retract that. Actually, he's a good chef. We take it back. They were just making fun of that.
He is a chef, no.
No. The kid, it's just a comment. It's like you, just if you cook something. It's just a joke that they made a meme. So, anyways, all this to say, this brings up an interesting question though that I don't think anyone's asking. So I do understand the backlash, especially it being just for laughs. It doesn't make sense with that. Now it brings up an interesting thing where the path to redemption. Mm-hmm. Does it exist for everyone, and what is it? Because since this he didn't do anything in court proven like guilty, like he's legally allowed to do it, right?
Right.
So where's the line drawn, and what does he have to do to go in society? Since in this society we let pedophiles come back and all that.
Has he shown remorse?
Yeah.
That's what it depends who you are, because some people, because I didn't have a personal relationship with the guy.
You had him on the podcast. It was one of the best podcasts.
Yeah, it was a very good interview, but I didn't have a personal relationship to be like he didn't owe me anything. He doesn't owe me an apology. Like it wasn't that, you know. So it's the people that he worked with. Do they feel, you know what I mean? Whoever, and that I don't know, because you've been behind the scenes. You know, he talked to people. But I don't fucking know, so I can't say that.
Yeah, okay.
But as far as what I know from people around him and what they told me, he's trying to do a full 180. He's working on himself.
Well, there you
go.
He's making lemonade.
He's making lemonade out of lemons. But what I'm saying is, do we know the path to redemption, or is there no redemption? Like, because everyone's just like fuck him. But is that how we're gonna do this? Like, I don't know. That's what I don't understand.
All right, I wanna.
Well, let Josh.
Go ahead, Josh. You speak polite and held back. Not interrupt like me.
It's just, to me, like, this is just for laughs.
Yeah.
They have the option with so many different people, okay? They could have chosen anybody. I'm not saying that this guy needs to be, like, canceled, or people need to go out of this way to, like, try and fuck with this guy's tour, whatever. Like you said, there are accusations. He hasn't been arrested. He hasn't been in court, whatever. But Just for Laughs has unlimited people that they can work with, and specifically have made a point that they don't need more white men.
Yeah.
They've been making this point for a long time, but then they see this opportunity. I understand that what you said, that they wanted to put a positive spin on it. I have a response to that too. But they see this guy who made his new tour and is doing well and selling tickets, probably signed a deal that was financially beneficial for Just for Laughs.
Yeah, for sure.
And then for him to get the cosign of Just for Laughs helps his redemption.
Exactly.
So that's his benefit from it.
Yeah.
And then they're saying that they're donating to women's shelters. Okay, not enough. I'm sorry. The owner of Just for Laughs was accused and was he found guilty, whatever.
He's not an owner anymore, yeah.
If Just for Laughs wanted to donate to women,
they could have done it before.
They could have done it then.
I was thinking the same thing.
You're
I was
right.
thinking the
But
same
why
thing.
did they want him so badly? Because he sells tickets?
They saw that there was still meat on that bone.
Like, look, if he...
It's business.
Yeah, if he hadn't, like, screwed up, if he hadn't had such a bad reputation, from what I understand, I spoke to a lot of people, he was, like, the next big thing.
If someone said in the chat they saw him recently and he's very good.
But he was always very good. He was never a bad... You know, there's hack comics. He was always a very good comic. He had the talent. He had the skill. He fucked his own shit up because of what happened. It's not a case of, he wasn't good anyway. He was better than, from anyone I spoke to, they said he was better than most of the scene, like very, very high level comic. He was like high level in the sense that, maybe not high level if you look at like Simon Gouache or whatever, who's very like, he loves comedy, he understands it. Maybe not, but very high level in the sense of making people laugh and understanding, and he had these characters, and just, he kind of had a big following of people that were really attached to him. But the thing is, the stuff that he was accused of and the shit that came with it was so big, it's very hard to wash away. And then a company like Just for Laughs with that history, almost co-signing, it's like you're trying to cause trouble. Yeah. So Preach's big thing, why he was mad, was that it was just like, guys, you spent this whole time talking about, we're listening now and this, and then this like, it doesn't make any sense. Of all the companies, that's the biggest thing. Of all the companies, it looks so bad. Like, all the shit never happened. Like,
it's almost like the guy with the tree in the forest when he made fun of the black people. In the back. It's almost like, dude, it's right behind you. Like,
yeah,
it's
he knew what he was doing. Why are you bullshitting? Yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's been a weird week. My thing is, and from what I understand too, like even when they spoke, like I spoke to the president, it was mutual. Like even Julian told the guy, look, I understand, like we have to cut this. Like this doesn't work for anyone. Everyone hates us. But I just would like to know, is there a path to redemption, or there's certain careers like comedian or too public, or in Quebec, maybe it's just in Quebec, that there's certain paths that there is no path to redemption?
It's got to be like Louis C.K. You have to.
It can't be like Louis C.K. because the allegations are different.
No, but you have to fund your. What I'm saying is fund your own tour.
But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about path to redemption. We're not talking about making money. It could be go.
No, but what I'm saying is you do your own tour. You get people on your side again. You show them the new side of you, the funny side of you. They build up. And
he has that. He's been doing it for 2 years. He has that. I'm talking about mainstream.
You know what it is?
Oh,
you know what it is? It would almost help if this guy went to court and was found innocent for his own redemption, because those are the types of crimes or harassment that people don't get over.
Yeah, but you could go to. Here's the thing: you could go to court and be found guilty because we don't know. We don't know all these details.
And
All
the
we know
other thing is, why do you have to be mainstream though? Why?
I don't want to be. I'm not saying what he should do. I'm just telling you what happened last
No,
night.
he's just saying, is everything unforgivable? Can someone come back after doing things? And what I'm saying is that this type of shit is usually unforgivable.
If one
This
thing,
type of stuff. And it's, I understand that he hasn't been arrested, he hasn't been whatever, but there were multiple allegations from multiple people. And even if just like getting drunk and harassing women is not a good thing.
No, so here's the other thing.
Jorge says, it's not 1970 anymore. We don't close our eyes anymore.
Exactly. So here's the big thing is I had even spoken to it when he was on the podcast. The other thing is, let's say even if like the hardcore shit never happened, let's say the grapes, that shit never happened. Even at that, he had caused such a ruckus, like you said, drunk, whatever. Let me try to kiss you or grab ass or whatever. That much backstage that his own peers didn't like him.
Yeah.
You get it? So he caused that now when you would ask them, they're like, oh, I'm not interested in having him around. So it makes it too difficult for a path to redemption to the mainstream, let's say, because if the comedy clubs don't want you around because people aren't like, it's almost like you have to only do your own thing in your own world, and it's never going to get to the next level because of how hardcore, because you can't compare it to Louis C.K. because Louis C.K. was all personal shit that he asked consent for. It was just weird.
It was weird.
Way different.
The thing with Louis C.K. is he put people in a position where you could say that it's hard for them to say no to him because he was their superior, whatever, But it's different because he did ask for consent and he did get consent. That being said, this guy was accused of not getting consent and going against people telling him no. That was what he was accused of.
Yeah.
But either way, that getting drunk backstage and like trying to force yourself on people, even if they like push you off, it's just not something you should be doing. And
Andy
that's the type
Dick
of shit
does that.
Yeah,
he does.
But here's
Andy
the thing.
Dick did that. That's Andy Dick or
so
me back in the day.
So here's the thing. Now that his thing is that he's been working on that for years, and he's not doing drugs anymore. He's not drinking, all that stuff. That's my question. Is then us? Do we just keep hammering it down?
No.
What do you mean hammering it down?
So right now, are we saying that no matter what happens, if he spends the next decade just being a good father, doing his own thing, all that, we're still like, nope, you're never coming. That's what I'm asking. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong answer. I just want to know
what I'm saying is
what the consensus is.
It's not never come back. It's like no one was bothered by this guy having a tour. No one gave a shit that this guy was living his life and doing his tour. Like Jamie said, that he's independent, whatever.
Yeah.
It's that Just for Laughs is signing. No one was even mad at this guy. They were mad at Just for Laughs for signing.
Because they made a whole song and dance the first time.
That's actually funny. Yeah, they were more mad at Juste pour rire than they were Julian Lacroix.
And it's crazy. Just for Laughs is not the, and he's doing his tour. No one's going to bother him. No one cares. So I understand where you're coming from on like path to redemption, but like, I'm just saying that I don't think
but
it's
I'm not coming from a way that he has to
Laughs.
have it. I'm just asking.
No, I know.
What the general consensus
fair
is.
question.
So back to my point is, I think he needs to get so big on his own and so liked again that it's almost like just for Laughs or anybody would be crazy not to have him on, because it's like redemption tour's been done. It's years and years. But I think you overwhelmingly need the people to be on your side, and the people clearly aren't on his side
You
yet.
can't get all the people on your side with this type of shit because there's a lot of people. So I'll give you an example.
I mean, overwhelmingly, like you still probably have, and you walk in a room with 10 people that are just general people that aren't comedy fans. I'm sure 4 of them out of the 6 would probably be like, no, Louis C.K. is a piece of shit.
No.
But 6 of them would be like, no, he's like doing his thing.
I know,
again.
but again, these are very different things. I'll explain to you. So, for example, and why it has different repercussions. So, the president of like Fanuf, let's say, the guy who owns Fanuf. So, none of his artists are gonna go work, and he has big names at let's say a theater that hosts this guy, or even
like they're
JFL.
staying away forever,
because they used to be, that was where he was, that was his label. And then when all this stuff came out, like I think the president of FNUF, from what I understand, is somewhere in his family, I don't even want to get into details, but was young and was the victim of stuff like this, very, very severe, and it's very serious.
Okay.
So for him, zero tolerance for him. He didn't give a shit. I don't think he gave a shit about like interviews but what he gives a shit about is you letting him work like regularly. He's zero. Like he doesn't want to hear about it. So if you're a theater and you would book him, what he would say is, you could book him, but I won't let you book any of my artists. All these big names you're never going to get at your place anymore, which kind of caused a bit of a storm in Quebec for a bit, because they're like, wait, is that cool or not? Can you stop someone from work? So these big debates, but also at the same time, that guy, I understand, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I understand why he would be like
blackballing.
So,
fuck that shit. Yeah.
The way you're talking, is there a path to redemption? In my opinion, I don't know if this is the exact right thing, but response to allegations like this is pretty important. If you're saying it's not true, and I'm sorry, you have a big career and it ruins your career.
Well, you're always going to say it's not true.
No, but
hold
why
on,
are
but you're
you
always
not-
going to say it's not true if you're the person.
He did respond on your show.
I agree. No, but what I'm saying, I didn't finish, guys. Why is he not suing for defamation?
Because there's smoke, there's fire.
So-
not just that, also that makes you, it's just,
Well, no, because if it's ruining his life, I think that fake allegations are terrible as well.
Yeah,
because
we are
then
talking about
it takes away validity from the people who are making real accusations.
yeah, but he also said that they're not all fake allegations. Like he was a piece of shit. Like he
He
said,
owned-
He owned up to it.
yeah, he owned up to it.
I have a few things in the chat, reference the chat. So someone said that Pierre-Yves is a new poster boy of, Nicolas said Pierre-Yves is a new poster boy for JFL.
I don't think so. Maybe
I have
for
a funny
JFL.
story about that. I have a funny
why?
story. Man, when I was I had a skit. I did one of the sketches on
Bye Bye.
Bye Bye.
Yeah.
I did one of the sketches, so I was there, and Bruno Lee was there, another English French comic, and we were with Pierre-Yves. So when there was downtime, my skit was with us three, And then there was downtime. I was like, hey, so I was talking to Bruno. We're chatting about English comedy, and Pierre-Yves just there, quiet. We're having lunch or something. I go, hey, so you do comedy, man? And then Bruno Lee just puts his hand in his forehead, like I'm like some open micer. Pierre-Yves is like a headliner at the Bell Center. He's like,
So you do comedy?
I don't even.
Always,
That's so
everyone
funny.
I talk to at Bordello, I'm always scared that they're
There's
just the
somebody.
biggest
And
comic.
then
You don't
Sam,
know.
You're
and,
right.
Oh,
and
but
the other
just to
thing,
close,
and the other thing too, Sam Lavoie said, "Boom, boom, any predictions?" Yeah, unfortunately, Cam's going to kill Strickland. Go ahead.
Oh no, we're gonna get there.
Yeah, what do we do? We're talking
So
about this.
just so we could close the Julian Lacroix thing, that's what happened last week essentially. So it showed, and then JFL kind of admitted by pulling that they made a mistake on that, and that's why I just want people to understand that the reason why there was such backlash is, especially after speaking to women that work, it really pissed off and it fucked with a lot of women. Like the messages I have are, I was like, yo, explain to me how you're, and they go, look, for me, it really feels like I don't matter. That's what a lot of them told me. It feels like it doesn't matter if I don't, if somebody fucks with me, it doesn't. They really it hurt them personally a lot. Because the problem is that some people just jumped on the bandwagon. Fuck that guy, because
That's
they
what
thought
we do. We're sheep.
that we're sheep. But I spoke to people in like women in the industry, and they just said, look. The truth is, I feel like shit. I feel like they don't care about me.
It's the JFL that's dirty,
Yeah,
not
it's
him.
JFL. No, they don't give a shit about it. It's just-
Also, working on Just for Laughs is a very different experience from going on your own tour.
Yeah.
When you're doing a Just for Laughs thing, you're around everybody
Industry.
that's doing Just for Laughs. You're in the green room backstage. Everybody's there. Think about your show. How many different people we saw every single day, because there's a show before you, a show after you, whatever.
Yeah.
So this guy's just around making people uncomfortable.
making people so that's the thing. So they felt really shit. I even spoke to my agent, my manager, said, how do you feel about it? She spoke to a lot of people, a lot of women, and they were telling her kind of the same shit that I got. Like this, just forget public rage, just internally these women were like, fuck, this feels like you guys really don't give a fuck about us. And that's the worst look for a company like Just for Laughs right now. So that's why they retracted, and they're going to probably make a public statement, and they're going to another one, and they're going to try to make things better. They're reaching out. The president's reaching out to a lot of the comics that really complained, Christine Morancy and all he's reached to try to fix things, because his intention, he thought it was like, oh my God, like everything's good, like very happy-go-lucky. We're going to forgive, we're going to do things better. But people are like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? So that's what happened. So the big backlash last week, that's kind of the sum of what happened.
You mentioned, redemption, Quebec giving people a second chance. You know what Quebec gives a second chance in? Murderers.
Yeah.
If you kill somebody 15 years ago and do your jail time, you could come out and shoot a dépanneur owner in Montreal. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You could commit murder.
They didn't shoot. So
Stab.
This guy killed a woman in BC, and he was out for some reason. And then he stabbed and murdered a dépanneur owner at the Plateau.
On Laurier and Metro.
That's
That's
really
so
sad.
sad.
The prison system is the prison system.
But
And
that's
yes,
not-
that's
we're talking
not
about
the same
society.
thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I was
I
segueing
think
into that.
I know, but
Yeah.
like,
It's awful.
Yeah.
I'm just.
the
It
court
doesn't
of
make
public
sense.
opinion is what's tough.
I'll be honest with you. I would say that somebody who murdered, it depends on the situation, but somebody who murdered someone in a situation where it's maybe more understandable, you know, like maybe it was like somebody, they hurt someone in their family. You murdered that crackhead who was trying to attack your mom, you know, that's a different situation. But when it comes to like SA, like it's not like it's dude, to be able to do that to someone, and especially if a guy gets drunk one time and like tries to kiss someone, you're an asshole. You shouldn't do that. You cross boundaries. But to do it over and over and over again,
you have to be a certain kind of sick person to do that.
Remember that guy that came on Joe Rogan and the lawyer with like Joe Rogan had a lawyer guy with the guy who was like a murderer.
Yeah, he was redeeming himself. Then he murdered someone else and cut his head off. Or something.
Cut his head off and put his
Yeah.
Boy,
So
did
all
he look dumb.
So just so we close the parentheses, that's the story of what happened last week with JFL and Julian Lacroix. And at the end of the day, because people were like, oh, people are bitching too much. It's not bitching. Like the women that complained, and even Preach, I'm not calling Preach a woman, but Preach complained too. The real complaints that came out, it came from like a very logical base, and also of what they're expecting of that company that was just shattered. Like, what the fuck's going on here? So it's not illogical. It's just some people don't understand the Quebec scene and what happened with him and what he meant. But it's completely within the realm of reality, like of why that happened, why the reaction was so visceral. A lot of people felt like, what the fuck's happening? Are we going back in time? You know, that's why.
Did Preach know him personally?
Yeah, well, Preach is the one who stopped me from breaking him the first time when we met in 2018. So he knew who he was, but Preach wasn't doing, I think, full comedy at the time. He knew him from the club, but it wasn't, none of them were tight. But now at the end of the day, it's just, my question was also the path to redemption. Like, so he's going to be fine. He sells enough tickets. He's going to do all that. But there's also, what is there a path, or it's just like, okay, for certain things, we just close the door, just do your own thing. We don't want to hear.
Do your own thing. Like, it's like, why do we got to go out of our way to help this guy?
Yeah.
Why does anyone need to go out of their way to help this guy? You know, I'm sorry, but as much as Just for Laughs is saying that was their angle, they saw a way to make money.
For sure.
Yeah. Just for Laughs, they need to make money. They went bankrupt. It's a new company. They need to make money. It's just,
if they cared, they would have given charity before this.
Yeah, that was a good point.
That was a very good point.
You know what my example is? Okay, at the bar at London, it used to be a thing that the girls could put their bra on the deer and they get a free drink.
Okay.
You know, girls get excited. They're always asking
Coyote
for free
Ugly
drinks.
Stuff.
They're always asking for free drinks. And we just say, okay, you just put your bra up there. And it wasn't like they had to they could go to the bathroom, take their bra off, put it on the deer, right? And then one girl one day was like, why are there bras up there? It's disgusting.
Boom, it was over.
No. I thought about it and I was like, you know what? You're right. I go, why are we doing this for no reason? And then after I was called out, I go, let's actually donate them to a women's shelter.
The used bras?
Yeah, it's actually a good
nice.
thing.
Just get them new bras, bro.
No, you wash them and you give them
New
bras.
underwear.
Very
Whatever.
expensive.
I know.
No, it's a good
How many
thing.
were there? A lot?
A ton of them. There were like maybe like 60 bras up there.
All right. Hey.
and
That's 60
it's
pairs
more
of tits.
like, so the original thing was like, all right, whatever. Girl in the bar puts her bra up on the thing. Everybody gets excited in the bar. But then someone's like, what are you even doing here? And then I was like, you know what? Let's actually turn this into a good thing. The original intention was not necessarily to help people, but eventually we were like, okay, we can at least use this to help people.
Yeah.
So they saw Julian Lacroix. They were like, we can make money. And then let's also make sure we help people.
Yeah, no, it's pure. It was gonna be a business move, and it ended up going
Let's
sour.
say there's-
this will blow over in a
But
couple
just,
of weeks.
it's
Not the end of the
crazy
world.
how so many people reposted Peach's thing.
Dude, people. That's what I'm telling you.
And I like, just from doing open micers over I have maybe, I don't know, 30 to 50 Facebook friends that are open micers or their
And
French
it all,
comedians.
a lot
it
of-
showed up everywhere.
But a lot of
could
open
not believe
micers
it.
didn't know the guy. Some
Preach
people
has,
just jumped on the bandwagon.
clout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
Lot of
people
clout.
just jumped on the bandwagon. That's why I'm telling you, I spoke to people who knew him directly and how they felt and they were the ones that I cared about, like, what's your opinion?
Yeah.
And they were all like, no, it just makes me feel shitty that this happened. So the fact that Just for Laughs retracted the next day makes sense. It makes perfect sense. And this will blow over in a couple of weeks. There's going to be a new news story. Fucking
Man, I was just thinking about
Maxime
that.
Martin's going to do
Do
something
you remember
crazy.
that dude, that guy who got shot in the States? How it felt like so long ago.
What guy?
Exactly. My point.
People get shot all the time. What are you talking about?
The guy that got shot, he was a speaker, a right-wing speaker who got murdered.
Charlie
Charlie
Kirk.
Kirk.
Charlie Kirk.
Right.
That was a
That's-
year ago.
Right. It seems like 10 years ago. Just
No,
give an
that
idea
was
of like
Charlie
that
Kirk.
was like
Charlie Kirk seems very recent.
That was
no,
so
but I
sketch
mean
too, man.
news cycles. I'm just saying like,
Yeah,
things
but
come and
that's-
go,
yeah.
things come
That
and
was
go.
so sketch, the Charlie Kirk thing.
Oh, whatever. it
We're
is,
not going to
sure.
get into that now. We've
No.
already talked about it too much.
Well, no,
No,
we
but-
have a caller coming in right now. Everybody say hi to Candace Owens.
That's funny.
His lesbian wife, Cal Dab.
Well,
Oh, can I just say?
go
Yeah.
ahead.
So she used to do like pageants and stuff, and she was like Miss Connecticut.
Yeah, I think she was a hottie, no?
No, what I'm saying is that I saw her walk around in the bikini or whatever for that thing, and she has an evil body.
Oh.
Candace
She has the
Evil-
body.
No, not
she-
Candace Owens.
no.
Charlie Cook's wife.
Charlie
Oh.
Kirk has the body of an evil white woman.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
What
but
is the body of an evil woman?
Yeah, I want to hear
If
this.
you guys see her, you'd understand what
Like
I'm
a
saying.
like a villain.
Yeah, like she has a big head, and like on paper, she has the things that people would say are pretty. But, like,
can I
I'm
tell you what
telling
my thing with her is that she was bullshitting about weird stuff. So she was bullshitting about like not dating or not going. And then we looked 10 years ago.
Yeah,
she was on a literal dating show, a
reality
reality TV
Somewhere
show.
else. Yeah, yeah.
She was fooling around. She went out with all kinds of dudes.
Okay, but she was playing this. Okay,
yeah,
I get
but
it, I
it's
get
all
it.
on camera. Then after he
I
died,
didn't know
one
that.
of Charlie Cook's enemies that he didn't like, she's with him and she's like, yeah, he's taking over and we're gonna continue Charlie's. It's like imagine my enemy, I'm dead,
Yeah,
and
I
then
get
my
it.
wife is with my enemy. They're like, yeah, Pantelis is such a great dude. Like, what the fuck are you doing with my enemy? Like, it's weird shit. The fake tears thing. Like,
Did you hear the clip that she's talking to the company that Charlie had with her, or whatever, and she's like, guys, it's been 7 days since Charlie's passing, and what a blessing. We have 300,000 new signups, whatever it is, 30,000 new signups. She's like saying like he died, but what a blessing.
Yeah.
All of you guys are giving us money.
Yeah, like,
The
if I
South
had,
Park take on it was so funny.
dude, if my wife gets murdered,
Yeah.
I'm not, especially a week later, I'm not going to be like, let's make some money. Like,
No,
I'm going
no.
to be fucking
Or
losing
like
my
you
mind.
disappear.
Even she
Yeah.
came on stage and she was like ready to go. Like,
Yeah, which I kind of appreciate the toughness, but that was in the beginning. I was like, okay, that's pretty tough. But then when I realized, like, okay, that's not toughness.
She's
That's
capitalizing.
Business.
Yeah.
That's business. Because you want someone to be strong. You don't want them to
Yeah,
fall apart.
yeah.
But then it's like, oh, hold on. We just passed the line of strong and then full business.
Well, it's like I told my girlfriend the other day, I saw this thing that if a human dies, you can like cremate them and then take the carbon and make it into a diamond. And I told her, I was like, if you die,
I heard
would
that.
make you into a diamond for sure and give it to the next woman I propose to.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's fucking hilarious.
that's sick.
I love
She
that.
wouldn't know that.
Yo,
I gotta laugh. I was
so,
happy.
we got to talk about what Iran's doing.
Iran, wait,
So
explain.
we're losing a lot of money right now. The stock market's in shambles. Trump realized that he's been lied to. But I will say this: it's too late for Trump. So I don't care if you're in love with Trump, all that. Trump's legacy, quote unquote, as a president, what he had going for him over everyone else before
Was
his
not
second
this.
term was no new wars.
Yeah.
Okay. The starting a war, blowing shit up, you can't come back from it. It already happened. So him starting this shit, even if he would stop it tomorrow, he's already tainted. There's blood on his hands. So there's no redemption for him. Like this is fucked up. He listened to Kushner. He listened to all the other people around him. They were all tricking because they're trying to start the apocalypse. Bibi Netanyahu is trying to he's this super religious. Forget Zionist. It's a whole other name. It's a super religious
Okay.
thing. They think that they're setting up, like he said in that video, the return of the Messiah, which it's weird that he said return. It's almost like he believes in Jesus. Anyways, it's the dumbest
Okay, he
thing.
said return. He didn't
But I
say
think
coming
it's
of
'cause-
Messiah.
I think it's because of
said-
popular colloquialisms, the
Okay,
return, so
okay,
it just slipped out.
okay, okay.
But he means one thing. They're already training the first ever rabbi to take over in the third temple, which is they shouldn't train him because the Al-Aqsa Mosque is still there. They would have to destroy that and then build a
You're
temple over
telling
it.
the prophecies here.
They're training a guy right now in Israel to be the first new rabbi for that, which means you're setting up to blow that mosque up.
Okay, basically the apocalypse for real.
In
Putting a rabbi in Iran?
in Israel.
In Israel.
So because there's this very important mosque, but it's important for all that area.
The
is
one with
important
like
for
the
everyone.
gold top, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
So it's very sketchy what they're doing. Now, what the Iranians did, and the Russians are part of this too, which is so funny. They have the Iron Dome, Israel. But that's like 50 million, almost a rocket. Like it costs a lot of money to maintain that, right? You send rockets, missiles, they take it down.
Yeah, it's spending a lot.
But they have to be a metal, aluminum, there's a certain alloy that it senses. So what they did is they built with this light wood, these drones that cost 35 grand. It's like, imagine thick paper airplanes almost. But they're legit.
Oh, okay.
They fly low and
they
under
cause
the radar.
damage.
What do you mean they can't stop them?
And they're undetectable
And
because they're made of paper.
To break them, it takes like 2-3 rockets to try to hit one. But 2-3 rockets, you're in fucking almost $100 million for each attack. And they have hundreds of thousands of these.
Of these defense.
Israel's going to run out of missiles and money this week to fund that shit.
I think I
and
read
they
that.
could bomb the shit out of Israel. Like it is so clever, but also they're blocking the Strait of Hormuz where the oil's like they're causing a lot of problems right now. Trump realizes that, oh fuck, I was tricked into this because we know what they want to do is Israel thinks, okay, they're going to bomb all their allies. They're going to ruin the oil fields. The economies are going to tank. People are going to go crazy. We're going to start dropping nukes, the end of the world, and the Messiah is going to come. That's mental to think.
Yeah.
God, this is physical shit.
But didn't the
It's
people of
mental
Iran
to-
also want him gun, Kolemi?
But it's two different things.
They
It's
took
two different
an
things.
opportunity.
They took an opportunity, yeah.
Like weapons of mass destruction going to Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's two different. They took an opportunity to get in there, but what they're fulfilling is something about Gog and Magog and Persia. They're fulfilling shit that was written like they
In
think
scripture.
This is shit that you're not supposed to take this literal, and they're just forcing. They're like, we're gonna force the end times.
This is in Israel, though.
This is in Israel, and this is like a hardcore party, like Netanyahu. And there's more hardcore than him, by the way. There's people that are more hardcore than him right now in Israel, like parties
That's
that want to take
scary
over.
stuff.
He's not even the worst, like right wing. So it's just now it's this weird state that we're in. Like we're letting religion, like hardcore religious zealots, start a world war, hoping that if everything blows up, God's gonna save them. It's mental
Netanyahu isn't even religious. He's just using this as an excuse.
to bomb shit.
He's not a religious
Yeah,
person.
he wants to build greater Israel, which
That's
includes
exactly,
parts
yes.
of Syria, Iraq, parts of Turkey.
Yeah.
A businessman.
They just want to expand, and that's
That's
every
it.
time they attack Gaza, they push the border back and they build, and that's all they want is just more land to take over. They think they're going to be like the Romans.
Yeah,
you know?
that's what they're. And
It
that's
is
why they're-
another version of the Romans. You're right.
Yeah.
No, they think they're
They
going to be
think
that. They're not.
they're not.
Israel's tiny, and Israel, like in theory, nice, great place for the Jews. But now it doesn't. They don't just want to be a place for the Jews. They want to be the world.
It's crazy.
They
dude.
are
It
the
is-
world, kind of.
What's happening is fucking mental. It's bring up Bert Kreischer's tour bus.
What's happening with Bert Kreischer's tour
his
bus?
tour bus was the victim of
took
an
it-
Iranian airstrike.
Oh, really?
Where is he?
That's him in his bus smoking a joint.
Where
I
is he
guess.
in?
Press play.
Cigar.
Oh.
Is this it?
Well, that looks like Bert Kreischer, yeah.
Yeah, but is this the video?
What's up, everybody?
No, we're gonna watch this to just show the
Stupid live
fucking.
stream.
Yeah, I don't-
We're in the middle.
you could have just Googled it.
But this is just a video. This shows it. This is the fire. Look at the comments.
Does it? Okay, how long is this fucking video? Because Bert Kreischer
Can't be
doesn't
more than
shut
a
the
minute.
fuck up, bro.
It can't be more than a minute.
Fargo and somewhere in Minnesota.
Fargo, you fuck me every time. Every fucking
Okay, he's
time.
on the side of the road and his
We
bus.
had a blown out tire.
Okay, he's got a flat.
No, you see, it's the wrong video.
Between, I think we're in Minnesota now, but I'll show
That's
you the
why I'm telling
blowout.
Go
It
back.
was,
It
pretty
says-
Go
scary.
to Google, bro. We're wasting time for nothing.
Lit on fire?
Yeah, it's charred.
Okay, but it says you're. Anyway, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
So his bus.
But why does it say in the comments, I have no clue how the bus lit on fire, officer? Oh, it happened after this, and it's a video of him smoking his cigar.
Yeah,
Okay, so the
Making a
cigar
joke,
started the
like,
fire,
yeah.
most likely.
yeah, but you can
like,
find
like
videos
Kramer.
online and
Kramer lit
pictures.
the log cabin on fire. Okay, so he's got insurance.
Yeah, but it's just charred. It's just that's what I was making the
I
segue.
see.
It would have been funny if we went
Yeah.
to the right video.
If we read it, okay.
There we go.
It looks like the car in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I can't believe that guy could afford a tour bus.
What do you mean?
Why'd they do this to
This
him?
guy does arena
He's
tours.
doing
No.
arena
I know. I'm just.
okay.
It's like saying I can't believe Get Her Done. Larry
can't
the
believe it's
Cable
not
Guy
butter.
Yeah.
famous. That's all. I know.
You want to go on tour? Boom?
But I like that Freeway Frank liked it.
Why did they do this? Why'd they blow up his bus?
Why'd they blow up his bus? He's been talking a lot of shit about Iran.
Really?
No.
He caught his own bus on fire.
Oh.
Boom, boom.
Well, fuck, I thought that
James,
was the roar.
I
man.
wanna ask
I
you.
love
comedy
boom, boom.
podcast here. We can't explain the bits to you.
I want to ask you a question. I
I
noticed something on Friday night at 11 p.m. I was outside the Stogies there, outside the third floor comedy club, having my cigarette, as I normally do. And I see you eating a cup of fruit. Is there ever a time that you are not healthy? Is there ever a time where you're like, it's Friday night, let me,
He takes it serious.
let me have a bag of chips. The fucker's eating cantaloupe on Crescent Street. Like he's got to go to the gym. It's sickening me.
I'd
Well,
like
what
to
did you
see-
want
I'd like
to
to
eat?
see what his answer is, but I know what the answer is.
There's no cheating.
I tried to. I try to keep out. Sometimes.
So what is your vice? Sex? It's sex?
Yes.
He does. He
I
likes
could
a
tell,
good
right?
sex.
I was thinking about you yesterday, not in a weird way,
But so,
but I was
so
thinking
that's-
because I like I'm an alcoholic.
Is
and I-
sex a vice?
Yes.
Well, everyone has their
100%.
thing. Yeah, Clint Eastwood, he said it. He goes, I drank a little bit, but my thing was pussy.
fucked.
It's that. They all, yeah.
Okay. Like
Exactly,
you
that's-
can love sex without it being a vice. Like for you, for example, you're a man, you love having sex. It's not a vice for you because to you, like you like being in a relationship, you like whatever. Random sex, whatever, is disgusting to you. Random people, you hate the idea of it.
yeah.
But like some people, they gotta fuck always.
Yeah, I
So
get
what I was
you're
gonna
saying.
say is the only
it's
time
like drugs when it's like you don't need to smoke right now. You're going to work with a forklift, and you're like, no, I'm doing this crack.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
get
it's-
it.
The
It is-
only time that Boom Boom is unhealthy is on a first date. On a
good
first
point.
date, he will eat whatever. He will have a
Really?
gin, a
Is
gin
that
soda.
you've had this conversation with him?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
yeah.
I never even thought of that.
He's
Because you
sneaking,
can't. You don't get to go on a first date and go,
Yeah.
I gotta just have a
yeah,
salad.
he's sneaking a girl
Well-
into the club because she doesn't have ID and she's
Holy
not 18.
Just a salad. So what happened? You're having some problems with your renovations.
That's funny.
Wait, what's going on?
Holy fuck that Josh.
You got into a
Josh-
scrap with someone? No, he's laughing
Josh-
because he
No,
pointed
but
it out.
Josh always fucking the most like weird, intricate things like in the friend group. Josh always finds the fucking one thing that nobody thinks about.
Well, good.
Always, but he's always
He should
right.
consider
I
doing
watch
stand-up comedy.
people.
I didn't even know.
He's observant, and he's just that's why you're laughing.
Now
watch
it's coming back
people,
in my mind. I'm
and
like, fuck, I ate gluten. I have drinks. Like on the first date.
No, yeah,
Holy
always.
fuck.
No,
Holy
because it's
fuck.
also you want to know where it comes from me. Whenever in the past I've seen you on a couple of first dates, and I'll be like, when the girl orders a drink, I'll be like, "You want a drink?" And I see you gulp and go, "Fuck, bro. I'll have a gin
That's
soda.
happened to me. That's
I'll have
happened
a
to me.
gin soda."
Oh, it's because he's trying to avoid it, but
Oh,
okay, I
no,
got
no,
He
it.
doesn't want to look like a fucking asshole. But then once he sleeps with them and they see that giant cock, they're like, "Brother, drink water." It's
Yeah,
okay."
drink water. It's okay. Thank you.
He's
Yeah,
hugged
we
like
all
a
do- we
mule,
all do
too.
that.
Good for him.
So what happened? Renovation nightmares?
Yeah. Oh, so it's well, it got to the point. So we're at the point. I haven't talked about it in a while because it's kind of embarrassing.
Last
I'm like
we
the-
spoke, there was a thing with the soap dish, and the guy didn't do it as well, and there was
But
missing some little cracks here and there.
he was literally just explaining.
It's mental what he does.
you know,
Oh, guys.
today especially. I don't know what's
funny
going
about-
on
you
with
know
you.
what? He has the most experience apart from me, at least listening to podcast, radio, all that, and he's the worst.
It's like he's about to explain. But so last time you told us about
All
this
right.
soap
And
dish.
I've noticed and you know what's funny is he's like, Guido, is the middle of my sentence interrupting the beginning of yours?
I'm just trying to move it along. I'm trying to add to it.
But he's about to tell
He's about to tell us.
Go ahead.
So I have become the laughing stock of the friends because now it's like you know when something happens for so long you're like fuck I'm a drunk like I can't keep complaining about this guy, you know. And so it was just like one thing after another. Like the tiles were fucked up, and then I had to call my guy who had a friend, so he brought the tiles in, and then that guy fixed the tiles. And then of course my contractor now is not happy with that work, so he's trying to like save face to be like no, but they're not that good, you know. Like so then it was like another week of fixing the tiles. Then it was another week. Then it was like the ice storm last week where like he took 3 days off because it was icy. Then his mom fell. Like, there's always something with this guy. But and again, so now it's got to the point where even the guy who referred me, who's my brother's brother-in-law, is like, you know, I'm sorry, like, you know, he did good work for us years ago, but we figured out that it's always like he's either a drunk or he's a gambler, right? Because he takes my money and then he takes some time off, and you know, the guy has to be one or the other, right? I mean, it has to be.
It has to be.
So But then my other buddy was like, maybe he's taking other jobs. He just took your money and he just doesn't have the manpower to do it anymore. He's like an old man. He's in the West Island. To get downtown, he's like bringing one guy. He brings one guy. And like even me, I'm like, I have the guy, like I'm like contracting work now. Like I have the guys to help you. Like you're the contractor, but I'm doing your work for you. So I'm contracting off this work. So it's come to the point where I don't even know if he listens to this, but whatever. It's gotten to the point where, so I don't talk to him anymore. Like even if he's in my house, like I just literally text. I only text him because I blast him.
There's something funny about the guy being in the bathroom, boom boom's the living room, and he's texting.
And you're communicating by phone.
Dude, it's not even.
Son of a bitch.
It's not even. He's in my living room sometimes, and we just walk by, and I don't even look at him. Like I can't even look at the guy. I don't dislike people. I like everybody. It's just. I still kind of am rooting for him. I'm still rooting for because all my friends are like, fucking sue him, fire him, get a new contractor.
You feel you've been hacked?
Get somebody. Yeah. Well, dude, it's 3 months, and every week it became the same thing. On Saturday, it would be like I would wake up early for him to show up. He would never come on Saturdays. He'd only come. The only one time he came on Saturdays when I paid him because I'm like, yo, he was like on Friday. He's like, it's pro rata. Like we're going like prorated your money like as we go. So then I would pay him like on Fridays, and then finally I wouldn't pay him on Friday. And he's like, oh, but it's pro rata. And like, okay, you can come get it Saturday, just to get him to work Saturday. He came Saturday. Did he come Monday and Tuesday? No, after that. So then I freaked out. So now it's got the point. I don't speak to him. We don't talk. But then, so not this weekend, but last weekend, I really blasted him. I was like, look, I'm getting a new guy. This is not, we're going to part ways. No, it's going to be this. You always, whatever.
He's breaking up with him.
Then the ice storm and everything happened last week. So he only worked 2 days last week. So on Saturday, my poor father calls him. My dad's like, give me, my dad. I'm like, my dad's 70 years old. My dad's like, I have to call him. I'm like, Dad, don't call him. He's like, no, I'm going to give it to him. You're my son. I'm like, you want to have this? Good. I can't speak to him either. My dad speaks to him. He's like, I promise this weekend. So then now the iPhone has the recording. So I have him on recording. There was 3 things I wanted to get out of this recording. I called him and I was at the beginning, I yelled at him. Then I was like, I got to get these 3 things out of him. The 3 things I got to get out of him was, he told me by text that if it's not done by this Friday, he works for free. So I paid 2/3 of the contract. He works for free. The second thing is the contractors that I'm bringing in to lend a helping hand, he's paying them out of the money I already paid him. Because I don't want to fuck over these, because they're my friends now. I'm bringing my friends in to help them. My friends are like, you know what? We're going to, my construction friends that were too busy so they couldn't take up the work in the first place because these guys are actual guys.
Are now coming in.
They're sending their Mexicans or whoever the fuck they're sending in to do the work. And I wanted to, so that's the second thing.
I'm calling ICE.
The third thing I wanted to get him to admit on audio was that I paid him cash because I paid him about $5 to $7 grand cash. But he doesn't have to, if we ever go to, if it ever becomes legal ramifications, he could literally say, oh, that's $7K. I don't know where that is. Yeah. So those are 3 things. I have it on audio. We have the audio recording here. We can listen to it if you want it, the Patreon.
Nice.
But I have the audio of me talking to him. This is after I blasted him.
So I have a question. Have you surpassed your original quote?
So that's the thing, right? Now we get into the intricacies of what I paid for, what I didn't pay for. Because for the first month, we were playing with our dicks together with each other. He didn't do any work. He fixed a whole bunch of other shit in the house. So he did help me because having a contractor with you and a handyman with you for so fucking long, that work is not getting done. He did fix a bunch of other shit in my place. That's why I'm still kind of rooting for the guy. But after 3.5 months, a fucking high...
No, yes, but like your original quote for the bathroom.
The original quote for the bathroom was like 15 grand for
and
just
how
labor.
Much have you spent
just labor.
Now?
Just, well, because we added kitchen stuff, because we had some other stuff, there was some cleaning there. He did replace tiles and there was some other stuff. I think the final quote is like 29,000 and I'm like 21 grand in, like paid him. So there's a significant amount owed, but there's also a significant amount paid. So I'm handcuffed, completely handcuffed. Because I'm fucked. Because if I sue him now, well,
he doesn't have the money to pay.
He doesn't have the money, but it's going to be 2 years before it's resolved. So I'm still going to have to pay somebody else to get work done.
Yeah.
So my idea is this. This is my idea. And maybe I should say 8 o'clock because it's
we'll say it during the Patreon. I want to hear it.
Because I have an idea and I think it's going to be the best thing for my situation. But I want to hear your guys' advice because all my friends are telling me different things. You have someone, fuck him, sell. My one buddy, sell his equipment. He's been storing my fucking living room, and Josh knows.
You can't do that.
Josh knows I'm a neat freak. Everything is nice.
How old is this man?
We're gonna talk about this on the Patreon.
He doesn't work. He's a walker.
We're gonna talk about this on the Patreon because I don't want to incriminate you publicly. So we could think of a good plan. I thought about you yesterday because I'm moving in July. because the condo I moved into last year, bro, it's a nice condo, like the buildings, bro, but the management is so garbage. I don't recommend that anyone ever lives in them because of the management.
You're out.
You know, oh, dude, first it started when
because it is nice.
It is nice, dude. Beautiful building, but it's just being run like shit. So essentially, the list of things that happened there was when it first got in there. You guys remember one of their employees came into my house
early.
unannounced. No, unannounced, like no permission. And not just no permission, when you looked at the camera, he didn't even knock. He just walked in. I could have been naked. I could have been banging. My girlfriend could have been naked, anything. So when I went and spoke to them, I was speaking to this man. He's you know those young guys that they think they fucking know, just a complete dickhead. He goes, what do you want? I'll give you credit. Or I go, no, bro, I don't want money. I pay my own fucking rent. What I want is for this not to happen again, number one. He goes, I can't promise it's never going to happen again. I go, which is a crazy thing to tell someone. I can't promise that we're not going to walk into your house randomly.
Yeah.
And then I go, can you at least change? Because he goes, well, he thought he could get it. And I go, you guys are retarded. I go, can we change the rules that even if someone thinks they could go in,
they're not allowed?
They have to, knock.
Yeah.
The bare minimum. Like just knock, right?
Rest of the planet?
Just knock. He goes, no.
Yeah.
So right there, I was like, fuck this. Then for me to get the condo, bro, listen to this. So I've never defaulted anything. I have very good credit. They made me jump because I'm a comedian. They made me jump through so many hoops, give us your tax returns, they made hell for me to go there, right? But then because they were having trouble renting, I guess they were letting anyone in, bro. A month and a half in later, there's people in there that had to put signs up of your garbage, you know, the garbage chutes. People would walk into that little room.
Leave it there.
Open on the floor. There's garbage on the floor.
Yeah, no.
Like, what the fuck?
This is not how humanity works.
No, because now they just started letting anyone in. So, like, wait, you made me jump through hoops. I pay my rent every fucking time.
It's
There's
ego
shit. They're
crap.
putting
I'm
pictures.
sorry,
Listen, so I can keep
no,
talking.
but that doesn't.
There's pictures right now in the building, because I'm there. There's pictures right now in the building of shit. They put pictures up of, please don't leave shit on your balcony. Actual shit, you know, dog shit or whatever. Don't throw it on other people's balcony. It's become a zoo. People stole my parking spot. And I go down, the guy's like, yeah, the camera's not, like I pay.
Is it a high-end building?
It's a high-end building. I pay for it. It's like, yeah, the camera's not working, so we don't know who it is. So I'm like, what? So I pay for my parking spot. You're not going to pay me back, but someone else in my parking spot. When I had my hard drive being sent to me with my special that I recorded, it goes missing. They're like, yeah, the cameras aren't set up. I go, then what am I fucking paying for? Like, all this fucking shit. I had plumbing. Like, can you come fix the toilet?
The standard's so
They're
low.
like, yeah, we're going to send someone up right now. No one all day. Next day, oh yeah, he's coming up right now. 3 days if he's coming up, no one ever. And then I'm like, guys, I have no toilet for 3 days. Oh, it's going to be till next week now. They're on vacation or whatever. Find your own. Like, just, what the fuck am I? So all this shit happens. So fuck that building. So anyways, we're looking for a new place, but I thought of you yesterday because I visited a spot and they had built in, it's a coffee nook. And I thought of him. I go, that's a boom boom thing. That's a coffee nook is boom boom.
I was just gonna say that, bro. Just because people aren't respecting the garbage chute, that doesn't mean that they have a system that they like. You have to have a certain amount of credit. You have to have a certain amount of what, bro. Just because someone has money or good credit doesn't mean they respect the world.
I'm just gonna tell you something right now. You're wrong, and I know there's stuff that I can't say. But I'm telling you that they dropped the standards. Okay. And the funniest thing I ever walked in on was one of the girls who was renting, and she's just losing her mind on the phone. She goes, it's the first. No, you do have to pay the rest of the rent. You can't just send me random amounts. And then this and that.
You're hearing
and
this.
then I'm looking at her because I'm like, you fucking assholes. I had to pay I did so much. And then after a month, like, fuck it. Let's just bring people who will pay random amounts. Like, fuck out of here.
Okay.
But then also, why did you not accept the credit? What's wrong with you? You can accept the credit while being upset at them.
No, I know, but it's just...
Yeah, but use it as leverage, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just the way the guy had spoken to me this, and I was like, I don't, fuck out of here. Like, just do one thing. And then, no, maybe I should have accepted the credit, but I was just very pissed off.
But
you're moving again?
Huh?
You're moving again?
I'm moving now. I'm going to find another place. I already told him I'm not...
Not for nothing, bro. You should go see them before you move it. You should go, I'm not paying last month's rent. You offered me a credit. I'm not paying last month's rent.
When I had signed up, last month's rent is off and half for the month before the last.
Oh.
Are you going to stay?
They charge you. They're not allowed to do that, eh? They're allowed to charge you for your first month, and that's it. In advance.
First, last, all that shit. No, that's all bullshit. USA stuff.
No, I didn't pay first last. I'm saying.
Yeah. But
part of the
to
deal
do that is illegal here.
My last month's free.
Okay.
And the month before is half. And if they try to fuck me on that, I'm gonna go. I'm paying you this. That was the deal.
Well, no, but then even the other half, you should go tell them I'm gonna take you up on that credit. I'm not gonna pay you.
Maybe.
Are you gonna stay in this neighborhood?
Guido needs a ride.
Well, it depends. I don't know. I don't know.
No, because I'm wondering. I wouldn't stay here myself, even though I'm from this neighborhood. But I have to stay.
But he needs to.
It looks like I'm gonna be close because the studio. It looks like I'm gonna be close. I'll tell you where I was looking. You know. And then once I move, then I'm gonna say which condo people should never go to. Yeah.
Well,
But no, like,
downtown
that's
Montreal
insane.
has
And
no.
like you can go to it takes too much time to go to the towel and whatever. But someone just walking into your apartment and then them telling you no, we're not. They have to give
mental.
you in writing, and then if you don't answer, they have a week. After a week, then they're allowed to go into your apartment.
Yeah, no, none of this was respect.
Yeah,
they even
no,
know that they were wrong, but
it's
they just
insane.
gave me attitude. And then when I saw and there's all bunch of riffraff too, a bunch of drug dealers that hang out at night on the weekends there,
Yeah.
and then they're all in front. Sometimes like there's just like I'm going like they're not moving and I'm fucking hungry. Look at the fuck, and they're giving me dirty looks. They don't
Yeah.
even live there. Like it's being run so shit.
Yeah, they're hanging out in one of their like clients'
Buddies,
fucking apartments. Yeah,
So it's downgrading so quickly, and it's all management.
No, you're
that's
done.
the stuff you do.
No
with management,
patience for it anymore.
Yeah, it's downgrading very fast. Like, and it's a nice fucking spot too. So if they don't shape things up quickly, it's one of the nicer buildings.
Seeing this neighborhood go down a little bit.
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's going down. Yeah. Anyways, we're headed over to Patreon. We got about a minute left over here. Don't forget to follow Jamie Boom Boom online. Jamie Boom Boom, you're doing your first ever Just for Laughs showcase at the Third Floor Comedy Club. I believe it's in April.
Yes,
April
guys,
16th.
April 16th at Third Floor Comedy Club. It's a Just for Life showcase. It's a bunch of the comedians. We have 2 shows, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. A bunch of the comedians that you guys know already from the universe and a bunch of new comedians too.
Some
Come
shit
check
ones.
it out.
Some shit ones.
Josh is
I don't
hosting.
stand by
You're
that.
hosting one,
I'm
right?
hosting one of them, yeah.
Yeah,
and then you're
like
doing
I
a spot
said,
the other
some
one.
And
shit
then I'm doing a
ones.
spot on
So
the
you
other
and
one.
Quinn are switching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be great shows. Come support. Come check out your favorite comics.
Yeah, and then the shittiest one of all, who bombs all the time. Josh Shapiro is going to be there. He's going to do it in
100%.
French.
Yeah,
And he's going to bomb.
I'm gonna do it in French.
I was like,
for my English showcase.
Sam.
Oh, did Sam get a showcase? No. He didn't? I don't know. I heard
Sam's getting into politics. Okay.
Oh,
Sam is very funny.
Yeah. Sam's going into Italian politics, right? He doesn't want
Yes.
to. Okay.
Sam speaks bad Italian.
Oh,
Does he speak
Jamie's
bad
amazing.
Italian?
He speaks Italian from Italy, but you could tell it's a guy from here trying to speak Italian.